Hey everyone, Andrew, day 2 Dryden, recording here again for Pikachu MTG, and today we're playing Burn in Modern. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below if there's any lines of play or questions that you want to ask. Something that should require no explanation, however, is that this hand is a pile of junk. We're on the draw, but the idea of going land, land, land off the very top of the deck seems a bit loose to me, so we are going to mulligan this hand. Oh man, another 6 land, or another no lander on 6? This hand is not horrible if we can scry a land to the top, or scry something to bottom and draw a land. But I think that's pretty... oh man, like that would be fine, but we basically have... the top 2 cards. One of the top 2 cards has to be a land. And if it's not, we're in big trouble here. I think, oh man. No, no lander? No, I gotta mulligan this again. It's tough. Great. 3 lands. 1 more land that I want to see, and 2 kind of lame spells. I guess we're keeping this. Well, it's not a land, so I guess we're keeping this. Gee whiz. Not great draws. Oh, and it's against a good matchup, too. Grr. Okay, well, we are going to try to ride this good matchup and hopefully be able to just race them and win, because that's what we need to do right now. That is what needs to happen. I think the mulligan to 5 is going to be pretty tough. Normally you can beat a turn 3 Karn with burn, but no creatures. Yeah. Okay, so they got a tower. Okay. Well, we're not going to see turn 3 Tron. At least there's that. Small victories, I guess. They're also... okay, another good draw. Okay. Well, we have to take damage. Yeah, we have to take damage. We have to pay 2 life. Yes. And yeah, we just got to get this Rift Bolt out of our hands. Alright. Well, no creatures. And so far we've got our opponent down to 7, but we need to... if we see a Wormcoil Engine, we're basically toast. I think that's something else that needs to just... oh, whoops. Turn off auto yields. No, I want to cast this bolt at the end of turn. Whoopsie. Yeah, if we see a Wormcoil Engine, we are basically just screwed. Because we're not going to be able to race a turn 4 Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, there they go. They found it with that. Oh, they had a second one anyway. So even if they didn't find the mine with the first one, they were probably going to find the mine with the second one. Look at the top 10 cards. Pick the best one. Pick the best 2. That seems pretty good. Come on, like whiff. Just something horrible. Something just abysmal. I don't know what there really is that's abysmal at this point. Yeah, Ugin's not abysmal. Ugin's pretty good. Ugin will... then again, Ugin takes a couple turns to do anything super, super busted, so we might be able to still run away with this one and get lucky, but we'll see what happens here. Because, yeah, there it's effectively 7, right? With this Boros Charm. So, another Boros Charm. Land is a bad draw. Land is a bad draw. That's frustrating. We really want to see like another Boros Charm there is what we wanted. Oh well. Yeah, play Ugin, right? Right? Yeah, okay. Gonna plus. How many times do they have to plus? Please be 3. Oh, God. Yeah, so I think if we don't Oh man, this is tough. Okay, so here's the op. Okay, if we Boros Charm them to 7, we draw another Boros Charm, then we have live draws. Right? Because they go to 7. Then Ugin goes to 11. No, we oh man. We pretty much have to hit Ugin. With either this or like the next one. We can't draw enough cards anymore. Right? So they're at 7, which means we need 2 draw steps. We are going to get at this rate, unless we draw Skullcrack. That's true, because they could just minus a billion Ugin and we could Skullcrack and then we're still fine. Sorry, like I got to think this through, because this is like I might just have to Boros Charm Ugin right now and just get that out of the way with. Okay, so they go to 7. We draw, say, a Boros Charm. They go to 3. Ugin goes up. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so we don't have to. We can go Boros Charm and then Bolt and still get this. So yeah, we are okay here. That is still an option we have, and we want to stop drawing lands. So let's just get this out of the way with. Sure, Sacred Foundry. That's okay, but not ideal. I mean, it's good. It still means that if we draw like a light or a Boros Charm next turn, we win. But it would be nice to draw the Boros Charm first, because it means the number of 3 damage spells is higher. Now we basically have to have a Stirrings. That's a thing. Because it means that basically the next card has to be either a Helix or a Boros Charm, or we're just going to lose. Yeah, Karn, that's fine. Because what does this go down by? Ugin goes up by 2 each time. Oh man, Mulligan to 5! Oh, that's so rough. Yeah, this happens. So they're going to find the Worm Coil now. Yeah, okay. Make us exile a card, which is fine. It's that's why I held this. Well, I mean, I could have played the Stomping Ground and then I don't know. I guess keeping Searing Blaze up doesn't really make a difference. Exile the Stomping Ground, probably being too tricky for my own good there. Oh man. Okay, so now we've got a Worm Coil coming down next turn. So now, if I Bolt Ugin, he goes to 8. Next turn he goes back up to 10. So really we just buy ourselves 1 turn. And a turn that a Worm Coil engine is coming down. So I think basically what I have to do here, unless I'm... Well... Because I could draw a creature as well. Because I could draw like a Swift Spear or something. Well, Swift Spear is the only one that matters. It's the only one that has prowess. Yeah, okay. I think we just have to Helix Ugin. Or sorry, we just have to Helix the face and hope to either draw a Boros Charm or a Skullcrack or a non-Swift Spear creature. We almost had it. Almost had it on the mull to 5. Ugh. Well, we still have draws. We still can draw the Boros Charm next turn. That is still good enough. But this is not good. Man, Boros Tron off the top would be so sweet. Yeah. Creatures are now bad. Drawing creatures at this point of the game would be poor. Sure. Yeah, none of this matters. Basically, I need to draw. Because, yeah, because Ugin's gonna... No, Ugin's gonna go minus 10 if I give them the chance. If they're smart, they'll do Karn first. Yeah, alright. Game 2. I lose this game a bunch of different ways. That is very unfortunate. Even off the mull to 5. Shows how good of a matchup this is, though. Okay, so what do we want? We want Skull Cracks. We want Revelries. Paths and Deflecting Palms are both viable options. I don't remember. I thought this through in the sideboard guide, which can be found in the description below and on Nikachu's Facebook page. Nikachu MTG Facebook page for August 2018. This is the sideboard. This is the 75 and the sideboard. So Tron. I know you're on here. Tron green. Revelry, Path, Skullcrack. Revelry, Path, Skullcrack. Okay. So we decided on Path as opposed to Deflecting Palm. Deflecting Palm can be good though, right? You can hit the Worm Coil back at them. You can hit the Ugin, not the Ugin. Actually, yeah, you could do Ugin. The Ulamog back at them. Alright, take these out. Take these out. There's 60. Pretty sure that's what I said. Yeah, even Firecraft's good. Like, there's a bunch of good cards in this, but this matchup's already good. So, like, you kind of just don't want to overboard. I'd like to play first. Yes, would absolutely love to play first. 3 lands isn't amazing, but I'm not going to throw it away. Again, I really wish I had a creature. I could mulligan for a better hand, but as we saw in the last match, you can certainly just mulligan into Oblivion. 3 lands isn't too many. 4 lands I'd probably mulligan. 3 lands isn't worth mulliganing away in my opinion. Oh, I also should have used the Scalding Tarn and fetched. There's no Searing Blazes in the deck right now, so landfall doesn't matter. So that's a thing. I should have. Your life total also doesn't matter in this matchup. You're basically just trying to beat them. Yeah, see, like that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, Andrew. That would not have been what we drew. Well, we had a 1 in like 50 chance of being what we drew anyway, but. Great, so they're going to get turn 3 Tron? No! Alright, turn 4 Tron again. Okay. Something we can deal with. Sure, Sylvan's Scrying. We can deal with turn 4 Tron. Turn 4 Tron is a lot less deadly than turn 3 Tron. Especially when they're on the draw. Alright, Power Plant. Just don't want to draw another land. Please don't draw me a 5th land. That's a good draw. Well, it's not a land. That's basically what it comes down to. What are the odds that I'm going to need Skullcrack next turn? It seems low. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like I mentioned, the life total doesn't matter. I was basically debating whether or not fetching out for the... really nice to have a Destructive Revelry here, I'm not going to lie. Whether the Destructive Revelry was a good card that we want there. But the life total doesn't matter, so fetching and shocking and getting the Stomping Ground is fine anyway. So, yeah. Man, Eidolon would have been a really good turn 2 play. Do I just Skullcrack here anyway? I think I don't. I only have 3 damage in my hand. I could brick, and I might end up needing the Skullcrack. So as much as I want to spend my mana, also, yeah, I'm not hurting for mana right now. right? We're gonna have 4 next turn. We're doing just fine. So for those reasons, I'm willing to. If I only had like 2 lands, and I had to pick between, you know, playing a Skullcrack or anything else, then I would play the Skullcrack for just 3 damage. But as it is, I have no issue holding on to it. Yeah, of course this happens. Yeah, of course. Just going through the motions here, but our opponent is at effectively 4 life. That is important to keep in mind. Yeah, there's the mine. So if they go Karn, we get rid of the path. If they go Worm Coil, we cast the path. Well, on their turn. If they go... what else might we actually be worried about? They could go Thragtusk. Thragtusk is a real card. Baloth is a real card. Thragtusk. No bueno, amigo. What the heck is this? You're doing something in response to this? Boo! Boo! Great. Oh, there's no way I'm playing around that. That's going to be the Nikachu MTG Get Dunked On Instant Replay. That's unfortunate. Had both in his hand. Yeah, well, whatever. I think Thragtusk isn't a die. It's whenever it leaves. Yeah. So Thragtusk is a bad path target. Man, as if. God. Had the Nature's Claim as well. Must be nice. I know I'm being really salty. I sound really salty. It's just kind of more like, oh, of course they do. Is there a reason to... Yeah, it holds up more information. Plus, we're not like just winning with this next turn anyway, so I don't mind holding on to the Rift Bolt. I don't see any downside to it, other than the fact that it leaves the 1 card that's in our hand as potentially more things. Yeah, Ancient Stirrings. That's fine. Freaking Nature's Claim in response to the Skullcrack. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, Karn. That's fine. That's a thing, I guess. Well, there's no reason to not use this now, rather than just have it go to poop. Yeah. Alright, so our opponent is effectively at 5 life. They have 3 cards in hand. Doesn't look as though they have any other ways to gain life. Although maybe they were just being extremely, extremely cautious because they knew we weren't going to have it. But I don't know, we basically want to draw anything that isn't a land here. Creatures are also bad at this point. This is a good matchup. Oh, man. Ugh. I think the smart play is to make us exile a land. A white land if we don't play it. But if we don't play it, then we could draw things like Lightning Helix or Boros Charm. So I think it's kind of weak, but I think playing this out is smart. Is the smarter play. Because, yeah, right? Like, I mean, our opponent might just go plus. We get rid of it. Okay, whatever. Now they're going to hit this. I mean, we do have Destructive Revelries, but we can't hit anything with Destructive Revelry anyway. Because they can, well, they can do this. Oh, boy. Wow. On the bright side, they have one card in hand. If they just start, like, bricking, I mean, we can still win this. Or we can continue to brick. That is another option. Yeah, again, it makes no sense to hold this in hand. Opponent is quite clearly going to take up with Karn at this point. Oh, man. Just all of it. Just has everything. Yeah, there's Ulamog. Yeah. Another reason to play out the land. If they go Ulamog and like just get rid of our Inspiring Vantages, we still have access to... we can still fetch and have access to white. Almost like I know what I'm doing here, eh? Almost. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Man. Just not quite. Just kind of not quite. Yeah, that's a thing. That's disappointing. I don't like our odds from this point, folks. I'm not going to lie. I do not like our odds. I'm not even sure why I'm doing that. Path? That's a little late, don't you think? It's a little late. Yeah, maybe I should have mulliganed that hand. Maybe that was dumb of me. There we go. Just smack for 10. All right, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's a good matchup, but a mulligan to 5, and I mean, I kept a relatively weak hand, but it wasn't so bad. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section if you would have kept it, but I thought it was... I mean, I wasn't happy with it. Let's be honest about that. I wasn't happy with it. But I didn't think it was bad enough to throw away, so what are you going to do? At any rate, this has been Andrew, Day 2 Dryden, showing you how even in Modern, your good matchups are not anywhere near guaranteed wins with Burn in Modern. So hopefully you enjoyed the match, and I will see you next time.